Alright guys, another MOTU toy review. You got it. Horde Trooper Prime. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here we are. That's right. Whew, Horde Trooper Prime, man, really, I didn't have these as a kid, so that's why I've been trying to grab them. I have the original one. I'm not going to do a comparison. Everybody's seen the comparison. It's the same mold, none of that. But I just wanted, I really like the colors on this, a little variant. And also, too, it comes with the little droid. And if I'm not mistaken, this comes right out of the molds from the MOTU Classics. So very neat. That's another thing we didn't have back in the original line and back in the 80s. So definitely found this on Walmart, on the internet, on their website, and got this for exactly $10. Free shipping. Wow, once again, how can you beat 10 bucks? Even if it didn't have the droid, just for this figure alone, 10 bucks is an amazing deal. Because I remember when the figure before this, the silver version, right off the bat, he's going for $25 to $30. And I think I looked up and got mine for $20, and then I got a second one for 10 bucks. Wish I would have held out a little bit longer, but also I didn't. $20 for that first one versus the original one from the 80s is going upward from $100 to about $120, and it just not worth it. I'm not paying $100 for an action figure. Never, not going to happen. So, artwork on the back, really cool. Like I said, the artwork on this stuff has been very amazing. I'm not a fan of the extra shininess, but like I said on previous videos, I understand what they're doing. I get the principle of it, but I would love to see the original artwork. I'd love to see the pencils of these things because the artist here, I can't remember his name, but it's amazing. Bottom line, the guy is giftedly talented, and from looking at these, I have to say, he is working his tail off to do these. This is not a simple task. These design something like this right here, you're upwards of 50 hours. Upwards. And we're probably pushing on 75 hours. Totally crazy. Sorry, guys. It's a little nippy in my shop today. We're going to look here. I'm serious. It is nippy. It is, looks like it is 46, 47 degrees. No joke. Yep. Nippy. But I love it. Keeps you awake. All right, let's get this bad boy open here. Once again, I think these are easier to open up on the side. I'm trying to see with the tape, which side is better on the tape. Got two flaps on this side, and yep, still two on both sides. All right, let's see what we got here. Try to get the knife in. I like the box on this one. Nice and clean, good artwork. Oh boy, this is popping up. And like I said, guys, I want to show you this. When you go to open these up, start in the corners and give it just a light little lift. This bead, I see these people, look, nice and easy. Comes right. When you go to pulling, what it is, it gets it up to the side, and that's what tears them dog ears. So just come up from this here and just give it a little twist, and they pop right out. I hate to see these people, and they're doing this crap, slashing, and one day somebody's going to do that, and they're going to record themselves chopping their thumbs off. And they'll deserve it too, just acting the fool. Don't get me wrong, I know we got to put some entertainment value, but you don't go nuts with a blade. Come on, use a little common sense. Safety first. Let's see what we got here. Alright, box, standard. And like I said, once again, I love these cases because if I want to get this out, check it out. As an artist, I love touching the product. There's not, the best way to learn how to make something is to touch something. And taking I used to, gosh, 10 years ago when I first started making toys, the best way to learn how to make toys is buy old toys and taking them apart. So I love touch things, but I love where you can take them out, check them out, put them back in, and it looks like they're still never been opened. I love that concept. So much better than the cards. I love the old classic cards, but still, this way's a better way in the long run. All right, we got standard here. Everything in there, a lot of trap jaw things. And right off the bat, I'm seeing something that I don't particular I wouldn't have done it this way. But they might have had a reason, and I'm probably thinking it might be for future customizers, and I'll share my thoughts on that, why they chose to do something a certain way. Let's see here. Once again, let's see. Oh, here we go. They did include a comet. Very nice. I'm not going to rip that out. That's very nice. I have to check that out later. Very neat. Once again, these crazy, crazy bands. These psycho people in their band. And I would love to know how much extra cost, if you got with a factory and say, all right, how much money per figure would it save not to do this? I know it probably won't be a whole lot, but it surely is unnecessary. Very cool. Got a little bit of weight to it. I was curious. One thing I was curious about, did it have any holes for screws? Like I said, never collected the MOTU Classic guys. And so I didn't know how these guys were put together, if they were sonic weld. Oh, he's very slippery. Not slippery, but plastic is very slick plastic. And two, my hands are cold, man. Very neat. I was wondering if he had any kind of rotation there. But I don't know if these are sonic weld or just snap fit. It's untelling at this point. I'm not going to be pushing it to see what the stress level. Because one thing is, what I do know from experience is cold weather and plastic does not mix. So I will not be over flexing anything up here today. Let's see what. Oh, very nice indeed. Now, this is something I am thinking about. I wish it did have screws. I'm thinking about making a mold of these guys and making my own little army of these. I just think it would be so cool. Because I'm pretty sure I can pop these off. I just wasn't sure on this whole arm. Like I said, I might get in there later on and give this a little pry and see if it just opens up. I have a feeling it's sonic weld. Been so cool if it wasn't. If it just screwed on good. But very nice, very nice. I like that. Very neat. Love those guys on the cartoon. I just love robots. I mean, who don't love robots? Okay, once again, jeez. He's in there tight. Okay. Nothing. Okay, I did cut it on that. But this one, it's really deep in there. Oh, okay, that one just popped. That was an easy one. Come through. I'm trying to see. There's the cape. All right, I see that the cape is taped back here. A lot of extra work. Bam. Okay, at least these popped out really good. Get this tape off. Very finicky. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Decent looking cape. Material seems pretty tough considering how the thin. The good thing about this, I know you can change that out for any other material if you want to get creative for your customizers out there. Very easily done. Very nice figure indeed. Got some heft about him. He feels identical, same molds and everything. And I was going to get some of these other weapons out. Stands really good, just like the old one. Comes with an extra arm. We see here, how good is this one? Once again, these arms do not want to go. And I'm going to try to show this on the camera. Boy, that looks ram-jammed and it actually looks like it's been pressed a little too hard. I'm going to have to put this in some boiling water and hopefully to get this thing to work. But it almost looks like it's being pressed with the machine. Yeah, that looks, I'm not going to be messing too much with that tonight. Excuse me, but that is a little rough looking. And I'm only going to pull one of these out and see which one of these come out pretty easy. There we go. All right, this is my only complaint that I was going to go ahead and get right off the bat with these figures. Is the weapons on this. And the red plastic seems to be a little bit translucent. And the only reason I can think they did this is possibly if some crazy customizer wanted to try to put some kind of, because you can open these guys up, put some kind of LED light in here to make these things look like they're glowing. That's the only reason. The only other reason it can be is they just cheaped out and used transparent red, which, like I said, I would not have done that. I would have kept these a darker red, or put them in a charcoal gray or a black. You know, a personal view. If you think differently, if you think they're cool, this color, that's great. But I just not big on, and that's the only other thing I can say on both of these guys is the reds on here. It seems to be slightly, it's not a solid red that you would think of. I mean, all the colors on this, you look really close. See how it almost has a fuchsia pink about it, like a Porsche pink kind of a feel to it. It's not, it's got a little bit of a pearl essence into it, and that might be why the color has a shade, because I do a lot of stuff with Jacquard metallic powders, and they are a couple shades of red that has this pearl essence kind of a look, and I just think this would have looked a little bit better with a more of a fire engine or crimson red. Actually, I got something right here that I use as a cheap stand sometimes. Let me show you. This is like the perfect shade of red, I think. Let me get up here. Was not planning on doing this, but an old Folgers can. I just think this red right here, this shade of red, it's not overly bright, not overly dark, just a nice shade of red, and I think that would have been a really cool look to this. But at the same time, if you want to customize it and make it a little darker, you could. You could. Wouldn't be easy, but you can. But that's my only biggest gripe, and I think, too, if you can get some very thin red vinyl cape, a vinyl cape would look very nice with this. Or a vinyl, or at the very thin fake leather, pleather, I think is what you call it. That would also look really cool on this as well. A black cape would look great. And is that a magnet? Or no, it's the metal pin, because if I'm not mistaken, let's see here. Does he still? Okay. Okay, I'm pushing. Do these not explode? Okay, it does come apart. It's got all the mechanisms. It must not. It's cold, so. Well, I thought he would bounce right open. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was just trying not to be rough. Like I said, it's cold up here, and I didn't want the plastic to break. Very, very nice. See, it explodes really good. Just like the original ones. But he does snap really good on that, so. Oh, there it goes. Well, you really have to push your finger in there. But I'd rather have it be a little stiff on that versus you barely touching it and he's always falling apart and everything like that. Great figure, and if you can get these, gosh, if I had $100 just to blow, $10 a pop for this set. Really, you can't go wrong. Like I said, I know I nitpick the color of the red and the color of the weapons. Like I said, all on that said, that's just a preference thing. But at the end of the day, it's not a deal breaker. Like I said, the only thing I am concerned with is this one elbow joint. Actually, and we also had the Horde had a weird elbow joint as well. So I'm going to be operating on this a little bit and see if we can't get this to break loose, because it is jammed in there, and I just really don't want to mess with that. But like I said, all in all, love what they doing here. I hope they keep this line rolling on for a few more years and give us some really good quality figures, because it's gosh, and finding these on sale for $10, you just really can't go wrong. And if I ever get around to making a mold of this guy, I'll definitely do a follow-up video, and I will go back and add the tag back onto this video as well. But all in all, guys, if you go to Walmart, see if they still got these on sale, pick it up. They're totally worth it. Catch you later. I'm Kevin Sexton. All right, guys, another MOTU toy review. Horde Prime Trooper. Take two. I think that sucked. Alright, guys, another MOTU toy review. Horde Trooper Prime. Yeah, baby. Take three. That sucked as well.